Guys, what's going down? It's MC Noble here. Welcome back to another live. Today we're going to be talking about my interests before I got into MCing. So, if you guys may or may not know, I want to do something with my MCing. Like I want to perform and stuff like that. I want to take it more seriously than you guys probably know. And you guys also know that I didn't that I haven't MC'd for years. I've MC'd for about 3 years and uh, 3 years and a couple of months, and I haven't like MC'd for years on end. What what was my what was my plans before I started MCing? Like what did I want my plans before I started MCing? Like what did I want to do? Well, the term what did I want to do? There was loads of things over the years that I wanted to do. Yeah, there was loads. I'm one of these people who I like had like I don't know, I wouldn't say a passion, but I had an exciting idea to do something, and then I got bored of it, and then I thought of something else. But when I thought of these ideas, I used to get so excited and go on about them for for weeks on end, and I'd like pretend to do them, and then I'd get bored of them after a while. So let's have a think about this then. The shed that I'm in now. Some of you guys may or may not know that this used to actually be a bar. Not a fully service licensed bar, obviously, but it was a bar for family occasions. It was the shed that we're in right now used to have a bar inside of it. It used to have a fully functioning bar with a fridge. It had disco lights. It had a little stage. It had bar stools. It had little like dishes for crisps and snacks. It had where you see behind me now. It had optics on the wall. It had shelves. It had little mirrors. It had tons of beer glasses. And when it was a family member's birthday, or when it was like a Halloween party, when it was my birthday, when it was Christmas, as kind of a way of getting pocket money, I used to pretend to work in this bar. And when we had like family occasions, a couple of like family members would give me 50p for a beer, essentially, and I would like pretend to be the barman and pretend to serve them the beer, get them a bag of snacks and stuff like that, and we'd have some family do's. We had my mum's 30th birthday here before she went out into town. We had, I think we did something for one of my birthdays once. We had a Halloween party once. We had a New Year's Eve party in here. We've had Christmas do's. And we've had some really good fun. So at that time, I was young, but I wanted to work in a bar. Essentially, I wanted to run my own bar. So what changed from that idea? Well, first of all, I just got a little bored of the idea. I think in a way at first I got bored of having to wait like till I was old enough to obviously work in a bar because I was a kid at the time. And the second thing why I don't want to do that now is because essentially I've realised which side of the bar I would rather be at, and that is the side where you're receiving a drink, not giving someone a drink. So yeah, this place was a bar. I love this place as a bar. Apart from now, the shed was probably the best when it was a bar until now. Like, because before it just got done into this now, where we're sat now, it was an absolute bombshell. It had people's junk in here. What's up, Alex? Welcome to the stream. And so Nightbot greets you. So yeah, so a bar work. I'm doing good, Alex, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing grand. So after that, me and one of my friends had an idea to open it up as a cafe. So we kept the bar, obviously, and turned it into a cafe counter. We had cans of pop, we had snacks, we had some little seats. We even like drew our own little menus and had like little made up prices. And we were all for this, but do you have PJ and Duncan tonight? Not that I know of, Alex, man. I don't really get what you mean there. But yeah, we were all up for doing this, and then my nan didn't want strangers coming down a passage, which at the time I was thinking like, what? Why are you saying this, nan? But obviously I understand now being older. Then there was a time I wanted to own an ice cream parlour, and that was essentially my nan bought some ice cream from Tesco's once, and she got some cones, and I literally served my granddad an ice cream in a cone. And I got my cousin round one day, my cousin Abby, and said, let's do an ice cream business. And I actually made like some flyers and leaflets and went and stuck them like on the lampposts up the road, and like say ice cream parlour down the road with an arrow pointing to it, hoping that someone would come for ice cream. But it was just a bit of fun at the end of the day. And then a little bit later on, I converted this shed into a pizza takeaway. Yeah, we actually put a little oven in here, and my nan let like me and a couple of my friends just cook some meals to eat in here. And then I thought it'd be a cool idea to set it as a takeaway. But obviously that didn't run so well. But I actually wanted to do these at the time as a proper job. Like, it wasn't just playing. But I think, in all fairness, I think my nan wouldn't let me do it for real, and I think that's what made me get bored of it. And then I obviously realised in years' time that it was a stupid idea to do something like that. And then I wanted to be a bike mechanic. I went to college when I left school, studied for a year as a bike mechanic, and that was rubbish. I'm going to be honest with you. It was more classroom work than it was, and it was hard for me because I always struggle with learning. I struggle with writing things down. I'll be honest with you. I'm dyslexic, stuff like that. And if I'm gonna do something, like, I'd rather someone show me how to do it. Like, say like fixing a bike, I'd rather like, rather than like sitting in a classroom and looking at a slideshow on the computer of how to take a wheel off a bike. I'd rather like stand next to someone actually taking a wheel off of a bike and explaining it that way. I seem to learn more that way. But yeah, we had about 4 lessons in a classroom and about 1 lesson in the actual workshop with the bikes, and I just got so confused that I passed the course. I passed the level 1, which was good that I got the pass. But this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. So pretty much, I'm going to admit to you guys, honestly and truthfully, I did not pass my maths and English at school. I was a bugger at school. When I say a bugger, I don't mean like a really naughty person, but I was one of these people that did not like written down work, and I never revised at home. When I got out of school, my belief was that you go to school to learn, so when you're not at school, you have your free time. And my stepmom tried to get me to revise. We had endless arguments. She may as well have given up because I wasn't going to revise. And I hated revising. I didn't see the point in spending a day sitting at school learning to then go home, sit at your dining room table and do even more work. So we had endless arguments. I failed my maths and English at school. So essentially, I had to retake them at college, which was one reason why there was a bit more classroom work, because I had a maths and English to do. And I passed the maths. I got like an entry level pass in maths, and that was all good. I enjoyed the maths. I liked the teacher. Preferred it at college. Then I did to school. English, however, we had a little bitch of a midget English teacher. Not going to name the person because I'm not that harsh, but let's just put it this way. The English teacher just went on and on and on, and pretty much we had an English exam to do, like towards the end of the course of level 1 for the motorbike mechanic course, and they were sending letters out with the dates of the course, and I didn't receive a letter. I didn't receive a letter. What's happening, Ninja Man? Yeah, I did not receive a letter, not one letter about the English exam. And I can tell you this truthfully, I'm not making it up to get out of doing the exam. I was willing to pass it. I'd done well with the maths, and I didn't get a letter, so I was late. I was late for the exam. Me? Can you hear me? Oh, you subscribed. Yeah, cheers, man. All right, yeah, we're back now. We went for another day to do the English exam, and it was after the college course had finished. It was like the college course or something finished on the Monday or something, and I had to go on the Wednesday and do this exam. Which was like only like the first like a couple of days into the holidays. Um, so I did the English exam, and they said you would get your results in the post. So, like how you did with the test. So I got the maths results, and the maths results, I got my entry level pass. So I got the maths results, and the maths results, I got my entry level pass as I knew. My English results never came through the post. I never got them back through the post again. So this was the second time that something didn't come through the post regarding my English results. So you couldn't go on to the level 2 of the college course without like having the pass from the English. So if you didn't have your like letter of results, you wouldn't get through. So I thought, maybe look, if I ring up and say that, listen, look, it's not come through. Well, maybe look, if I ring up and say that, listen, look, it's not come through the post. Can you resend them, or can you find out what they are? This, that, and the other. I waited a bit. I gave it chance in the post to come, and I rang up, and I gave it chance in the post to come, and I rang up, and when I rang up, all the places for the level 2 had been taken, so there was no spaces left for me to get on the level 2 course. So I was kind of debating anyway, like whether to go back on the course or not. I was kind of at that point where I was thinking, do I go back, or do I just try and find a job? This, that, and the other. And this is like 2015, by the way. And obviously there was no places, so I said, well, look, I'll maybe just, I'd rather probably just do a job or something instead. So I pretty much I had a year more or less where I didn't find a job for quite some time, and I think it would have been about 2016. No, I think it would have been 2015, possibly. Yeah, 2015, late 2015, sort of September time. I went on to the agency. Now, if you don't know what the agency is, it's like working for an agency. So technically, like when sort of like factories and things are a little bit low on work, they send what's called an agency, in which is just like a group of people that work for a company, and they come in and they just basically work in that factory. Um, get down on your knees and worship me because I'm the best MC inside the country. Yeah, that's what Pat Flynn said in Get on Your Knees. So yeah, so pretty much I did the agency for about a year, on and off. The agency was good pay and the work was good, but you weren't always guaranteed the work. And the thing is you spend a lot of time waiting around for a phone call. So like for example, like I don't work. I wasn't like working properly at the time. Like I was on the agency, but it could have been any time. But the thing is like my nan could have said like, oh, let's have a trip to the seaside today. We've not been out for a while, and you could spend all day waiting for a phone call, which you don't get, which technically then means you don't go, you're not in at work that day, which then essentially means that if you had have gone out, you would have possibly got the phone call, then you would have probably missed a shift, and it would have made the boss mad. So I was on the agency for about a year. It went down quite well. I wish that you were mine. Yeah, what a tune, Ninja Man. It is a banger. That's what got me into MCing. That song is the song what started my MCing career, believe it or not. Daft as it sounds, that which we'll do in a little moment. So yes, out a year on and off, and then they didn't ring for a while, and then they just never rang. So I was in. They didn't ring for a bit. They didn't ring. and it just got to the point where I just guessed that I wasn't on the agency anymore. Had never been told why. Um, I've seen one of the people who worked in the factory where I was working a lot, and they never said that anything was wrong. They never said that they didn't want me anymore because I did this, that, and the other wrong or anything. So I was out of a job for a bit, and I went looking for another job, and I trialed for a marquees business. So when you go to like festivals and you go to like shows and things like that, like monster truck shows and like farming and agricultural shows, and you set up the big white tents, and that's essentially what it was. You also like people like hired out like tables and chairs for weddings and things, and you would like go and like set up all the tables and chairs. So essentially, I trialed. I did 2 days, and on the second day, I got told that I did really well. So I got told that the first time I'd gone somewhere putting a tent up, and then they never rang again. What got me into Minecraft? I think, was just seeing what like other people had built. I don't really remember. I remember there was a kid in my school. I'm not going to name him, but he was one of these like long-haired emo people. I'm not going to say emo as such, but a rocky kind of person. Things you saw me build as well, lol. Oh yeah, Steve, man, But nah, there was a kid in my school. He was a bit rocky, and he plays a lot of them. What do you call it? Games. Can't think what they're called. Them like free online games where you like protect your base and build your castle and all of that stuff. And I don't know, like you see them adverts on telly. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't think what they're called. Like, I don't know, like Warzone 3. But that sort of thing. And I heard him talking about Minecraft once, and I just presumed it was like, I don't know, I just presumed it was like one of them like protecting your base type games, building your castles. Life is a highway, I want to ride it all night long. Oh, you do, dear. I finished streaming. I gathered you had. I thought you might have done there, Steve, man. So yeah, that's what got me into, well, he said about that, and then I just happened to look into it one day. I thought, I wonder what this game actually is. Saw people building, and I thought, like, you know what, this is actually pretty cool. Like, he's actually building his own city. And then I realised a little while after that it was coming out on the console, so I bought it for Xbox 360. So, Trevian or something. My mate played it constantly. Yeah, I'm not into them games there, Rob, man. So yeah, so that's what got me into Minecraft. That's what I like, because I'm an mcing. Oh, you are you, Steve, man? I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Probably streaming in here again. I might stream on the PlayStation, I don't know, but the thing is our internet's been off all day. Now, the weird thing is my nan had a phone call yesterday morning, saying our internet was going to be cut off, and we've had like hoax people ringing us before. So my nan hung up, thinking it was just some guy like trying to scam us or get some of our details, like making up a problem. Do an MC if you want. Oh yeah, I might do an MC, man. I might do an MC, bro. But gonna be completely truthful with you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can do an MC actually. I didn't think I would be able to, but I can. If you want me to. A job at the fair would suit you, bro. A job at the fair would suit me. Yeah, I would like that. The only thing I wouldn't like as such is like not being home. But yeah, they do MC at fairs. Yeah. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, I've never been to a fair where someone has been MCing, but I've been to a lot of fairs where they play MC music. And when the fair came into our town, not this year but the year before, I did ask the guy on the waltzers if I could do a bit of MCing, but he wouldn't allow me to use his equipment. So obviously it's the same people each year, so I didn't bother asking this year. But yeah, people do MC at fairs. There was a guy who did MC at the fair. I can't remember who his name was, but and they shout, "Come on, boys!" Yeah, and they say like, "Scream if you want to go faster. Put your hands up in the air and stuff like that. Get you moving and grooving." Yeah, they do. Yeah, they say all that at the fair at mine. Our fair's not that good, to be honest. Our fair has got about 4 big rides and about 3 little kids rides and a hook a duck and a burger van, and that's about it. Now this year we had a waltzers. We had a I don't know. We didn't have a rage cage. We had a waltzers. We had a cliffhanger. And then we had this like Ferris wheel type thing, but the bit that you sit in the Ferris wheel, like actually like the carriage you're sitting actually like rotates upside down as well. And then what else did we have? I'm sure there was something else we had. I don't know if it was like a rage cage or something that we had. I think it was rage cage. Then in terms of kids rides, teacups, a little train, like a inflatable slide and a funhouse. And some trampolines. So essentially there was more kids rides than there was like adult rides. Not that good, but there again I only live in a small market town, so I can't really compare in a way, but just bear then and I will try and get the sound going. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I'll have to put it through my I'll have to put it through my laptop, the sound, because my iPad's low, but my phone was also low as well, if you get me. So like, if I streamed on my iPad, because there's like a problem with my iPad, if the phone's like, if the iPad's a certain percentage low, and you have it on charge and you're still using the iPad, it will still lose its charge. So if it's on like 5% and you like plug it on charge and you start streaming, it'll still like drop to 4% and 3% and run out. However, if you plug your phone in on charge while you stream and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Check it out, bro. When I land, when I land like with my kills. Yeah, man. But yeah, anyway, tunes and that, isn't it, is what it's all about these days. Just ignore the.
I write pretty much all day, every day, and Grammarly makes my writing better.
As a student, I like it.
So this is a new one I wrote and just uploaded a video of it today. Are you ready? Yo, are you ready for me? It's the sound of the sound, say wicked MC. Oh. I do these MCs just for thrills. I wanna make it big and pay the bills. Like when I'm on the beat, I give you chills. I make you tripping like you've been popping pills. I'm on the beat, coming in hard. Baseline session in my backyard. Mess with me and I'll attack you because the beat is coming at you. When I'm on the mic, yo. Yeah, I actually did mess that up actually. I did actually mess that up. We'll go again. Try to get 10 out of 10. You ready? I do this MC just for thrills. I wanna make it big and pay the bills. Like when I'm on the mic, I give you chills and I make you trippy like you've been popping pills. I'm on the beat, coming in hard. baseline session in my backyard. Mess with me and I'll attack you because the beat is coming at you. When I do an MC so you can hear me because I always say it clearly. I'm on the mic to test the theory. I like my roast beef and my gravy, and I do not mean to boast. I'm on the news, I'm in the post for being the best MC, and no one can come against me. Like if you do, I'll break your knee and you will end up in A&E. No one else can do it like me. Said on the vibe, I'm a bad boy G. In one of my songs I said I'm gonna put you in the bin. And now I'm back on the mic and you know that I have said my thing. Oh man, you wish you could MC, but you know, got a few rhymes but not the voice for it. That's how I started, man. I had a few rhymes but I didn't have the voice and the flow for it. Yo. You ready for this beat? When I was a kid, I went to school, I got bullied, it wasn't cool. The tough chats thinking they could rule when they knew it wasn't nice. Why they reckon in the kid's life, why they stabbed him with the knife, making the kid not feel alright. Yo, like the bullies won't be ya. If you're man up and tell the teacher, that is someone you need to speak to. You they won't, they bite your head off, they won't eat you. I get it wrong, pick up the mic and I carry on. Who's on the mic and I sing a song instead of smoke a bong with ching 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 chong. Lol. I think that was the end of the song.
We are flying through the night.
Oh, well, I didn't want to replay it, did I? But yeah, nah, it's all about, a lot of people say like, I can't MC. You know, like, oh, I couldn't do that, I couldn't do that. But neither could I 3 years ago. Like, I think it's a case of, I can't MC and I don't want to MC. Because, to be honest with you, I couldn't MC like 3 years ago, but I practiced and I learned, like, and it was just something that, I don't know, it interested me. So I guess, like, if you really have a passion for it, you would sit there and learn it, do you know what I'm saying? What's the backing track for that first MC? First MC? Do you mean the one I just did in the live, or do you mean the video I put up the other day reacting to my first MC? Yeah, but you have that accent. I just got with the accent. Oh, in the live. It's called Sun 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 EDX Miami Sunset Remix. It's by Mr. Deep Sense. That's like the channel that uploaded it. It's Anna Leona. Scottish MCs have to put... I guess that is true. But saying that though, hang on. I can't find... Ah, here we are. Yeah, man.
Check, 1, 2, hold tight for this one. Calls in like fucking see, your body will see. Music like it will go all day. Coming like it will get boxing, yo, making it boxing, yo, making it straight. Body check, 1. MC corners on the right, but I walk in the feel alright. Walking up your range, leaving the party, leaving the party, more see. Yeah, leaving the party, more snack, coming out short.
I know they're like near me. Yeah, I know, man.
You know the script, you know the script, you know the fucking way. Checking out your microphone, checking out your DJ. If you are still die, if you are still fly, does it taste rich or does it taste bitter? Here where you like it, you got lots of money, where you think
Like if you talk normally, yeah, obviously, but I don't know. Like it's just practicing, isn't it? You know, I guess that's like it's just practicing. Like plus this, yeah, it did that MC did. Who's on the mic, say coming out strong, 5 with the 4 with the 3, 2, 1. Best MC to get the move on my job. Say job, let's go. Wicked MC, get about this show. Back in the beat, back on scene. Clubland extreme. We're knocking down the phone. Then picking up inside the zone. Said I have got a sexy lady on the telephone. Yo, I'm smoking on the bomb. Yo, it's time to get stoned. Yo, it's time to get down. Job of the beat inside. It's on my head. And I'm not gonna get mental. Don't write lyrics with a pencil. Cause you know I'm coming on in. Back on the beat, around the rhythm. Back on the beat, back on the mission. With the wicked MC, I'm gonna give them like the weather is my prediction. And you know it's gonna be raining. Say jump on the beat, jump on the vibe. And you know there's no complaining. 1, 2. Get ready for something new. Yo, hold tight. I walk into a field, and what did I see? A big fat gypsy staring at me. The next thing I know, she's chasing me. She's trying to steal my MIC. Yo, rock with the beat, say rock with the sound like rock with the beat. Say gonna get down like when I'm on the mic. Don't mess about, but get straight to the beat, get straight to the sound like yo. To the remedy, said if you don't like me, I'll be your enemy. I'm back at the track, I'm back at the beat. Yo, give it like that, give it like that, give it like this. I'm coming on the jump on the beat with a lyrical sickness. MC Noble, you're about to witness on this MIC, on this microphone. Still jumping on the rhythm, giving with the inside the zone. Let's go on the mic, I'm gonna show you what I know. Said I'm the MC with the flow, said in the club. Say follow, yes, my simple guys. Like that is more I'm running down. Thinking about what you get down. That's what the essence down the down. And the sexy baby, I see you now. To see you, yes, no kidding me. Instead of on the mic, I'm wicked MC. I'm back on the beat to get you ready. Like jump on the beat inside the party. Like jump, say jump, let's go. Jump on the beat to the bar, big show. Wicked MC, say gonna get low. Like bounce, no time, it's on my phone. Go like listen, man, I'm on the scene. Do a backflip on the trampoline. Take you to the Gretna Green. Cause you know I'm on the scene. It's like this MC, I'm in the key. It's like I've got a glamour green. You know it is inside my joint. It's like jump on the beat. Prove the point, gonna get mental, don't write lyrics with a pencil. One time about the parade, I'm drinking on the Luke Crusade. You know it's orange, it's not red. Said it to me, I'm gonna leave you dead. Stay tied up in the shed, I'm messed up in the head. Yo, it's something you will dread. Cause you know I'm coming on in, I'm coming on down, I'm coming on through. Said, oh, you ladies, are you ready for Chevy? One time, gonna take a shower. You know I've got the power. You know I'm eating on the sweet and it is tasting sour. See when I put it inside of my mouth. You know it's MC Noble on the mic. Comes on the vibe to tell you what it's all about. Inside the zone, jump on the beat, jump, let's go. We're in the car, instantly an FR. Say check on the beat to get you hyper. Like popping pills and makes me trippy. Shouts fast inside the MC Chippy. Gonna clean you out like Mr. Whippy. Like job, say job, let's go. Coming in the video, coming in the video. Wicked MC, yes, I'm gonna give them. Coming in the video, coming in the video. Wicked MC, yes, I'm gonna give them. Yo. We take it back, we take it through. We take it down with the bad boy crew. Like I'm in the mic, say coming at you. I'm gonna steal your ex-man like you do. I'm gonna put it on my feet. We're kicking up the rhythm and we're kicking up the beat. Said I am on the Twitter and you know I'm gonna tweet. Said I am like a radiator cause I'm giving off heat. Like MC Noble, yes you know I'm never getting smaller. We hit the roof because you know I'm getting taller. We can home, you get paid. You go out, you're trying to get laid. You better make sure that you don't get paid. You're gonna get laid if you do it my way, but you can come. You get paid. You go out, you're trying to get laid. You better make sure that you don't get paid. You're gonna get laid, gonna do it my way. Check, let's go. Give it the mic and let me show you what I know. Said on your mask, get set, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Get on down to do the limbo with a wicked MC. Get about this show, get about this show. Rock this house, say make you jump about. Say make you move around. Gonna get down with the bar boy sound, with the bar boy sound, with the bar boy crew. With the get it, coming at you like hit it with the get it, with the say, get it, you will. Yeah, that's pretty much that donk. Alright. So, leave a comment But just gone, I did a performance in the Beverly Theatre. So I went to I was part of a play called Face Your Fears, and I had to perform a rap in the play called Face Your Fears. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to do it. I didn't like. I wasn't forced to perform. It wasn't like it wasn't an actual paid gig, but basically I went to this like group session that builds your confidence, and you do a range of activities, and you can work as part of a play if you want to, and you can invite your parents on the last session, and they could watch the performance essentially. And with me being a rapper, they said, would I be confident in writing a rap down and performing it on the day in front of people? So I said, yeah, I'll do it. And I obviously did it this Monday. And drop a comment in the live stream now, if you want to hear it. Was I shy at school? Yeah, but not towards the end of school. Essentially, what happened is I had a best friend at school. I'd known him like pretty much since playgroup, and I had a lot of like learning disabilities at school, so we were kind of still friends, but we went our separate ways in a way. So he kind of had like his gang, if you know what I mean. Um, he and I sort of like had a different sort of gang, and I got bullied quite a bit at school. But then I don't know, like I seemed to change like in the later years of school. I was friends with another friend, sort of classed him as a best friend, and we had a big fallout. And he just sort of stuck up for me, stuff like that. And what went down is I ended up like just for some reason getting involved like with some of his mates, and then I ended up becoming like pretty popular. And then I ended up being like a bit more of a popular kid round school, like hanging with the lads and stuff, as they would call it, walking home and walking to school with the lads, and hanging in a great crowd at lunchtime. I guess getting into a little bit of mischief as well, but um, what I learning difficulties not being cheeky. Oh, I just struggled with writing, and I also have like I don't know if it's a disability, but I have a thing where I fidget a lot, where I can't like sit still. So like when I sit down, like I have to like fiddle with things in my hand. Hints in a way why I like playing video games, because like my fingers are moving on the controller all the time. But like if I'm like sat at school, like I have to sort of like chuck a pen up and down, or like tap a pen on the table. I can't sit still. I have to move about. And just essentially, I don't know if it's a disability as such, but in like junior school, I had to sit on a special blue cushion to help me sit still. I had a teaching assistant that sat next to me in quite a few of my lessons, who just like helped me sort of understand questions a bit easier. But to be honest, like I got a little bit cheeky when I was older, and I sort of like told the teachers where to shove it, because I felt like I felt a bit too old to get the help, like even though I probably still needed it, and I maybe like pushed some of the teachers away when they could have helped me a bit more, and maybe I could have done a bit better with like school results and stuff, but couldn't be bothered, if I'm going to tell you the truth. But yeah, if you want to hear this rap from Monday, I can do it right now. Performance MC is what I called it. It's quite a good rap. I do like it. It even got me thinking about doing this at Britain's Got Talent, but playing mine in a way. Depends. If you want me to play a song, you can actually put a command in. So if you put explanation mark, song request, and then put the artist and the title of the song, I can actually request that song for you. So if you just bear with me a second, you can request it now, but I just need to log into Nightbot. So if I log into Nightbot, you'll be able to see it. It's just essentially where I'll get your request. If you get what I mean. Ah, there we go, I'm in. Yeah, so I get all my recent comments. stuff like that. But yeah, we got a song request. Auto DJ. Yeah, there we are, Loud and Lucky. Yeah, you see that's not that one. That's my last requested song. But if I press skip, there we are. So there's your request now, look. This is actually a tune.
Babe, don't make a sound. 2 a.m. low, gotta keep it down. Don't wait around for a signal now. Some verb, I ain't talking now. You wanna ride in the 6, you wanna dine in the 6. But when I leave for a kiss, you said I'll probably send you some pics.
But yeah, I'm gonna do the rap anyway, and but I don't know if I can play that for copyright issues, like all of it. So like that might be all I can play. How long was it? Oh, it was 32 seconds actually. Saying that, some of it did class as the intro, so it says who suggested it anyway and all of that stuff. I can save to the playlist as well, so I can save it to a playlist if you want me to play it in the future. So I'm gonna do that, just in case you do want me to do that in the future. Anyway, another advert.
You know how some screens suck you right in?
Yeah. God, this takes me back to Monday now, just hearing that beat again. Walking down to the stage. You ready? I'm going to read the lyrics just so I get it right, because it's been a few days, and it's quite a long rap. Yo! I know this girl who is always alone. Say feeling scared and won't leave her home. I say going out, she finds it hard. She won't go out in the day, won't go out in the dark. She finds it hard mixing with people and doesn't feel like she's part of the sequel because of the voices in her head telling her to stay in her bed. She's even lost contact with her brother Jed, and for all she knows he could be dead. She sits at home ignoring the phone. This girl is in a lonely zone where it's just her and the people in her mind telling her the same thing on rewind. This girl is stressed and needs to unwind. Try going out to socialise, say making a friend is what she might find. She needs to get out in the air, relax and let down her hair. It may be a scare but she will get there, like even if it's going to the cafe for soup. Say sitting with someone and being in the group. Said all she needs is to take the first step. It's something she won't regret. Say maybe a new friend is someone she can say that she met when she's going out. Said even if it's as simple as shopping, she will feel like she is bossing. It's MC Novel and the beat is dropping. When I'm on the mic said I'm not stopping until I have reached the very end. And the lonely girl has made a friend. Say turn the corner, gone round the bend. I'm telling this story, that is my trend. I wanna help people, maybe 10 of you with a similar thing that you're going through. I can help you. MC Noble can help you. I can help you. MC Noble can help you. Yo, listen to me, it's not hard. Try something simple like going in your backyard, or maybe sending a card to someone you haven't seen in ages. A friend of yours from when you were babies, someone you lost contact with before you were ladies. Because of this zone, no need to fear, you're not alone. I'm giving advice on the microphone to get you away, say from the next level, on the double to the treble. Yo, I can help you. MC Noble can help you. I can help you. MC Noble can help you. Hopefully you have taken in my advice. If you're struggling, I can tell you twice my advice. Come for a slice. Everything I'm telling you, it will be nice. Then you will feel better about yourself and not feel like you're on the back of the dusty shelf. And going out, you will be able to do it yourself. I can help you. MC Noble can help you. I can help you. MC Noble can help you. Yo, I do rap songs said every week. and tell stories to help people find a feet while enjoying the wicked beat to make you feel comfy. Walking down the street to feel you again, to feel all your bones again, to never feel alone again, to never go back to the zone again, because I'm drilling confidence in your brain, drilling confidence in your brain, saying it again and again. I'm drilling confidence in your brain. I can help you. MC Noble can help you. I can help you. MC Noble can help you. I can help you. Let's go. But yeah, that's pretty much what I performed on Monday. Found a good tune. Oh, go on. You can request it, man, if you know the thing. Song request, MC Pat Flynn, Get On Your Knees. If that actually finds it, that would actually be pretty cool. We'll wait and see if it finds it, man. I don't think it will, but... Oh my god, it did as well. What? It actually did. Irish rap and grime. What? I'll put a link up. Yeah, I was gonna say if it actually found it.
Check him out, man. I tell you, you don't love this song.
I'm not lying either.
What can I say, man?
Look.
Listen to this new cat, yo.
Song requests.
Kick it, man.
Requested by Ninja Gamer. I drove by myself, going on let me see, pushing high speed limits in my Mercedes with the blue lights flash. They can't stop me. Have an ounce of coke, 2 ounce of weed. My head spins and I'm out for a go party with a few ladies in the ecstasy, cause they get on their knees and suck my dicky. That's what I like, cause I'm an MC for the S. I'm actually tempted now for someone to request one of my tracks. Honestly, it might be hard to do it though, but if someone tries song request, MC Noble, feat Wigan Pier, Irish Whistle, if it found Irish Whistle, that would make my night. I don't know if it would or not though, but hey, you never know till you try. Yeah, guys, as Nightbot said, if you are enjoying the stream, please leave a like. Oh yeah, MC Noble Irish Whistle. It might do it, you know. I'm tempted to see if it does. Oh my god. It actually has as well. What? What? That's mental. It got a different version of it, but that is a rubbish version though. But it proves it worked. Like, it got it from the Beats and Lyrics channel though. Yeah, that's quite good actually. I think, no, I can't comment myself, can I? Or can I? I might actually be able to. Hang on, if I get the chat up on my just for the second. I might be able to do it, you know. If I can think how this goes. It's just loading, I think. Oh yeah, here it is. Right. Let me have a think about this. Right. Right, song request. Oh wow, you have not. You requested Baby Shark. 2 secs then. I'm just trying to think, man. MC Noble feat. ZHU robbing. Damn. MC Noble. Boys. That's it. I just want to see if this actually works. It might not. I'm just... Oh, right, no. It found a different song, I think. Baby Shark is on here. Oh, let's do Baby Shark then. Oh, I think... MC Wardy, move your... MC Wardy, #1 to move your body. Alright, let's skip Baby Shark actually. I just want to see what this...
Yeah, sending this one out to my man Killer B. No doubt indeed.
Oh,
But
go
that
on.
weed, know what I'm saying?
But nah, go on. MC Wardy to move. Bad boy kid, but I'm rocking on this. And I brought this one to the early morning. It's like Mac O'Malley, change the song. But hit it with a bit of wheelie pong. It's like coming on strong. Hit it with a one time, you're on the bong. It's like let you, yes, you drop on your knees. Listen, son, you fucking Chinese, listen. Do you want to rap? Are you a Chinese or a gap? No, yes, son, listen, here we go. One MC, but I just don't know. On the microphone, I'm gonna beat this one. I'm on the mic like a bullet from a gun. Get you moving like his to get you grooving. Listen. And the vision like deja vu. Lol. That was like early 2016, I think, when he did that one. Shows that it works, though. I'm gonna try something. I can't think what it's called. Song request. Mary J. No, I can't think what it's called right now. I'm afraid. That is a little, I want to try something though. It might find it, you know. I think it will. I'm pretty confident it will find this song. Oh yeah, that's a good song as well. Oh my god, it did as well. This is a tune, by the way. But yeah, we'll do the next one. Actually, I don't think it found your Alan Walker. No, it didn't find your Alan Walker, man. I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid it didn't find your Alan Walker, so... Yeah, unfortunately, you might have to request that one again. But, you can put other commands in as well. I'm trying to think what commands I set. I'll have a look now. Custom. Alright, hi bio. Oh yeah. Alright, yeah, if you do oh yeah, it's found the song now. Yeah, if you put exclamation mark, follow my social media, try that command for me, please, if you can. I also might add one. No, you've got to do it as you got to do it all as one, no spaces. Just to let you know, it's like follow my social media after the explanation mark, like, but there's no space. So it's like all one word essentially, if you get me. It's like yeah, it's like everything is all one. Don't know what that bang is. Lol. Yeah, it's all one word. Tell you what, I'll do it. There we go. You see how I did it? And then, yeah. It should work. Yeah, there it is, you see. All my social media pages are called MC Noble. Facebook, yeah, you get the point. Twitter, MC Noble. Instagram, yeah, Mixcloud. I hope you follow them to help me out. There you are, you see. Anyway, free sites for free films. I used to know one called Putlocker, but I think it gives a bit of viruses. So, like, if you want to try it, I'm not stopping you from trying it, but don't come back and bite my head off and say you got me a load of viruses. Use it at your own risk. I used it like once, and I got a ton of adverts, and like little like sort of like taking you to other pages before the movie played. The movie did play, and it did play the movie. I didn't watch the whole movie because I did get bored and stuff like that. But yeah, to be completely honest with you, use it at your own risk. That's what I say. That's like my suggestion to you. Use it at your own risk. If you get what I mean. Anyway, guys, just bear with me a second. I'm gonna turn the heater off, because I don't want the Cala gas bottle to run out. Well, I've got to sort of make it last me through the winter. Well, I suppose I could get another one, but I don't want it to run out just yet. But I am going to cut the stream here in a moment. We've nearly been streaming an hour, so song request MC Burberry, your mum. Wow, I'm afraid that might be a bit too rude, but it might find it. Oh, it found it as well. Oh, here we go then. The thing is, like, as much as that song's rude, as much as that song is rude, I do actually like it.
No, man, I want it so it goes like quiet to loud. Like,
MC Burberry.
Right, that's better. See? It sounded like a proper pop when we started. Are we recording? We are! Can we delete this? Yeah, delete it after I've done it, okay? Right, here we go. Right, start from here, right? This is for all you, like, fucking call me gay. But I've fucked your mums. All ears. Fuck you. Fucking MC Burberry, I'm like a fucking godmaster and a sex master. Not a bastard. Fuck your mum. Simple. Go, go, go. Once again it's me, Sexy Burberry. In your mum's fanny, like a bottle of Lambrini. Wearing a tight bikini while she's...
I'm sorry, I can't play all of that. It's just it's a little too rude for the little kids in here, man. Shh. Now, I do love that song. I used to listen to Burberry back in the day, man. Yeah, but nah, I guess what really truly got me into MCing, like, Pat Flynn Get On Your Knees was like the song that started me MCing myself, but there was a lot of there was like, I listened to MCing like years before that, and the Blackout Crew. The Blackout Crew will always be my all-time favourite MCs, man. Because they did one thing that no other MC that I know of, like in terms of like the donk style of MCing, has ever done. And they released a fully signed album. Like, they were MCs and they got an album that was signed. And that's an achievement in MCing, because from a lot of like no life people's point of view, where, you know, people who MC are just chavs, druggies, people with no life, people that think they're big and hard and rock solid, people that have no taste in music, people that just listen to a row. So to say they actually got a, do you know what I mean? Yeah, if you know a friend who may like this stream, let them know, but I am about to end it, so might be a bit pointless like, but yeah, anyway guys, I think I am going to leave this one here now. It's just gone 8:30, and I'm going to end the stream because I'm gonna go back inside and chill out for a bit. It's quite cold in here. Well, I've had the heater on, but I haven't really been like MCing as such tonight. I've been like up and moving, so I haven't been as warm, and there is a bit of a cold draft coming in through that window, and it's getting quite late. And my internet, the way I get internet in here, there's a little Wi-Fi repeater, like little Wi-Fi extender. It sits in the shed next to mine, which is my granddad's shed, and he's quite old and tired, so we have to have a key to lock it. Saying that, I have got the keys here with me, but I will. But you know, like, I don't want him to come out locking the shed too late. So like, I'll go in a moment. But yeah, I do want to thank you all for joining anyway. It's been a good stream. Watch my new video that I uploaded, a new MC. And if you do want to see more videos, let me know. Peace out, guys.